Hello and welcome to this video where I have popped over the border and I've come out to the marshes, mosses near Ellesmere. Now this is an area, it's actually one of the largest in Britain, of raised peat bogland, which is quite interesting. I've never been here before, so yeah, we're going to have a wander, see if we can see anything interesting and enjoy the sun. We are heading out on the green trail to start with, and there are absolutely tons of trails here that you can sort of walk and explore. So we're going to start on this one, and then I think what we're going to do is we're going to end up near the Mammoth Tower, which is going to be quite interesting because that looks over the entire area. And then I think we'll end the day in the bird hide that's down on, I think it's called Sinker's Field, and that's got lots of waterfowl and that sort of stuff there. So it's going to be an absolutely glorious day weather-wise. So hopefully, oh, there's a kestrel. Typical, isn't it? When I'm talking, there's kestrels here. So hopefully we'll see some more. Oh, right in the sun. I can't see where it went. So yes, I think I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to get exploring. So I've now picked up the Mammoth Trail, heading towards the tower. Still got a bit of a walk to do to get there, but I've not seen too much just yet. There's been a few stone chats and long-tailed tits, but they were sort of in the trees with the sun behind it, so I couldn't get any decent photos of those. But yeah, just enjoying the day really. I've got the place pretty much all to myself. Not seen anyone. There's only one other car in the car park when I got here, so yeah, just it's just amazing to be out in nature and enjoying the warm weather that we're having. So yeah, I do hope we see something though. Oh, there's a kestrel. It's quite far off, but that is definitely a kestrel. So that's quite cool, seeing the first kestrel, well, second kestrel, but first on camera. It was quite far away though, so I think what we'll do is we continue on and see if we don't get lucky elsewhere in this magnificent location. Right, so there is a stone chat. It's a little way out, but it's right on top of this tree. Tell you what, it's hard to film hand holding with this lens. There he goes. Well, that's a start. Got a kestrel off in the distance again. I'm not sure if it's the same one that I've seen now 3 times or another one. It's quite far out though, which is a shame. Yeah, it's quite far out, but what we'll do is we'll carry on and see what else we see. We might get a closer encounter a bit later on, and I can always come back to this point. So something cool about the nature reserve here is that it actually straddles the England-Wales border, and we've just walked into England. So we're coming out of the main part of the peat bogland now. We're going to walk down along the canal as we get to the tower. Now it has been quite quiet. I've seen some stone chats and the kestrels, but I've not had any luck taking photos of them. The kestrels have been really far out, and the stone chats are being quite flighty as well. And the chance that I did get to photograph one, I just couldn't focus on it because it was in amongst all the little branches of a tree, so that wasn't ideal. But I'm hoping now, as we get towards the canal, we walk down that, it's going to be a bit more open, there's going to be a bit more sort of woodland birds, and we might get lucky there. But I mean, it's been such a wonderful walk, to be fair. Like, it's a shame we haven't seen anything to photograph, but it has been nice to be out in the sun and just exploring and having a lovely day. I feel like I'm having a bit of an off day with it so far. I haven't really got much in the way of anything. I did very briefly see a thrush, I think it was, which was quite nice. It wasn't around for too long, so I got a couple just snapshots of that really. It was quite frustrating because I can hear the birds all around me and you see them just flipping off like in the distance and stuff. They're although this is like a canal path, and although I don't think it's as popular with walkers as I thought it was going to be. So I don't think a lot of the birds here are used to seeing people, which explains why they're so flighty. But I'm still, the hope is fading, but I'm sure we'll get something out of today. So just have to be patient. I'm still heading up to the Mammoth Tower. So I think when we get there, we're going to stop for lunch. And I can make my game plan from there. Now that is quite the view. So I have made it up here to the Mammoth Tower, and it is an absolutely stunning view out over the mosses from here. It's just breathtaking. However, I haven't really seen much in the way of wildlife so far. Just everything seems to be eluding me. Like I said, I've seen some stone chats and some long-tailed tits early on, and I just haven't had any luck with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down there and I'm going to eat my sandwiches and then I'm going to have another look at some of the maps that I've got on my phone and figure out where we're going to go next. So I'm actually quite looking forward to my lunch. I am quite into my cooking, and one of the things that I've been doing lately is a beef brisket, like barbecue style. And oh my goodness, it tastes amazing, like to eat it straight away. But having it in a wrap with some coleslaw, like homemade, and some salad, the best. So I'm just in the middle of eating my lunch, and this little frog, or toad, not too sure, has just hopped into view. So we're going to see if we can get it. I've only got this 200 to 600 with me, so hopefully we'll be able to get it in, and then we'll have a picture. sort of at the limit here of this lens because its minimum focus is still quite far away, but there we go. At least we got a photo today. It might not be what I was aiming for, but it's my first frog. I'm actually pretty pleased with that. Okay, well, I think we'll leave the frog alone and finish having our lunch. So after having some food, I feel so much better about things, but also having that little encounter with that frog was just so nice. I don't really see frogs around our place, so that was quite nice to see one of them. Got my first frog picture. So yeah, hopefully we can capitalise on that, and this afternoon we'll see a few more things. So I'm back now walking on the canal, heading back towards the car. Oh, but we might have a turn off. We might be able to make might be able to go a different route. Let's see what this sign says. And if it says we can go down that way, I think we will, because I don't think there's going to be much on this canal, because a canal boat has gone up ahead of me. But, oh yes, we can get back onto the green trail. So I think I probably should have worn my wellies. However, we will give this a go. To be fair, I've got over that quite unscathed, thankfully. But yeah, this might be, hopefully, the best way back for us, because we're going to be going back out into the marshes. And it was on the green trail where we saw those kestrels, and hopefully we might have come in a bit closer. We'll have to see when we get back over. But yeah, let's see what this afternoon stint brings. So as I'm heading back towards the car, what I decided was, rather than go straight back to the car, because I was actually quite close to it, I'm going to come down this red track a little bit and see if I can see anything down here. I've not really seen anything so far on that green track on the way back. There was a stone chat, but again, it's like deep in the thick of it, and yeah, I'm too slow, and that it's very flighty. So figured we'll walk down here a bit, hope we might see something, and then what we'll do is we'll head back towards the car and we'll just go and sit in the hide for an hour or so, I reckon, and hopefully see something over there. Okay, so I'm now heading back towards the car. You might recognise this from the beginning of the video. Didn't really see too much out on that little red bit, so I came back. I did actually on the way back get a pretty decent photo of a wren, which I'm quite happy with. But yeah, it's a very hard location to photograph at, because there's nothing really in like one set area where you can just be like, oh, I'll just sit up here and the stuff will come to me, because it's so vast. Yeah, no, I'm really struggling. So we're going to head now down towards the bird hide, and hopefully we'll get a bit luckier in there. And it is quite far away, but we have seen a buzzard out over the other side of this sort of bogland off to my left, sitting on top of a tree. Shame it's so far out, but that's sort of been the theme of today, really. But I'm hoping in this hide things might be a bit closer in. We'll have to wait and find out. Okay, so just need to get a code for this hide. Oh, you got to apply for it. It's quite annoying because nowhere on the website did it say you will need a code to get into the hide. Oh, okay, so I've got the code, so let's go in, shall we? Oh. Yeah, let's see if this code works, shall we? Oh, it does. Oh, it's a very nice hide, that's for sure. Sort of the wrong kind of time of day in terms of the lighting. The sun is here, so it's just bouncing right off the water, but I'm not going to let that put me off. I'm going to choose one of these bits to sit on and just do a sit and wait, I think. I think I had a quick glimpse of maybe a reed bunting, but again, as with the theme of the day, everything's staying really far out. So everything is across the other side of this little pond here. But I'm hoping if I sit here long enough, something will come in and we can get some photos. So we've got a little wagtail just out on the flats here. Everything's so far out. Even when I put this lens into crop mode, it's still way too far away, which is a shame. So it has gone past 4 now. I've been in here for about 45 minutes and nothing has really changed. The light isn't getting any better. It's just reflecting right off that pond and there's not been too much on it. I have seen a couple of teal, which has been nice, but again, they're right across the way and the light is just awful. So yeah, I think this is what we're going to call it. It's not been the day I hoped it had been. I think maybe I came into this with too with sort of very high expectations, and yeah, so it's been, I would say, I'm quite disappointed with today, if I'm honest. But I am happy. I did obviously, I saw that frog earlier, and I've got quite a nice picture of that wren. But yeah, I think it is a site I would come back to in the future, but I wouldn't, maybe like later in the year, potentially when the dragonflies are out, so the hobbies would be in. But yeah, it's been a nice day out though. It's been nice, it's been warm, it's been sunny. So I enjoyed that part of it. But yeah, the photography side has been a bit disappointing, but that's the way of it. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you all. I think, you know, I want this channel and my videos to be authentic to my experiences. And yeah, today it's not been ideal, but hopefully the next outing will be. I can hope. Anyway, thank you very much for coming along on this little outing with me, and I shall see you in the next video.